the stories, these heartbreaking stories of the people who are standing here with me, is somebody who has been instrumental in making today the lobby day for drunk driving legislation. She's somebody who contacted my office. She's contacted, I think, every legislative office and has made the rounds in pushing for stronger drunk driving laws. She helped found an organization called Eliminate Drunk Driving, the Eliminate Drunk Driving Foundation. So I bring up, where are you? There you are, Marla Hall.
Good morning. I just want, whoops, sorry about that. I'll hold it like this. On November 2nd, 2016, at 10:24 p.m., my only child and son, Clinton Hall, his fiancee, Katie Pasqualini, their co-worker, Kim Ratke, fourth victim, Patrick Wazalewski of Lake Mills, were hit by a wrong-way drunk driver on Interstate 94 by Deerfield. They had no chance as the drunk driver came up over the knoll, and there they were. The drunk hit two cars, killed 4 people instantly, and left one person severely injured, and the drunk driver injured. Since that time, and I started researching everything, I was appalled at our laws and what was being done. And I didn't realize all the multiple offenders out there, how many people, how many crashes. One of the people here today is Dawn Church. I saw her story. Her daughter was killed less than a month before my son. I saw her story. I gave to her GoFundMe. And within 4 weeks, here is my son and his fiance killed by a drunk driver, the same as her. 2 weeks later, there was another family where the father and the mother, the father and the daughter, were killed by a drunk driver. They were stopped to turn into their subdivision. And the father and the daughter and the one child survived, were killed instantly. That's when I started doing a lot of the research on this and was appalled at all the drunk driving cases out there and the people that are killed and how many are killed. 190 people killed in Wisconsin in 2017. We'll know 2018 at the end of November this year when the final stats are out. 190 people dead that lost their futures. All their families that have lost their future. I've lost my future. Clinton was my only child. It affects not only, you know how many thousands of people it affects and the people injured? And the people that I've met that have been injured, and how has it affected their life even though they survived the crash? You are not safe on the Wisconsin roads at any time, 24/7. And yes, there is a problem with texting, because people will say something about texting. But drunk driving, we have the wrong way, they're swerving all over the roads, the speed, it's a never-ending issue. And if you look throughout this state and what is being done, nothing. 49 in the District of Columbia make a first-time OWI a misdemeanor. And that will deter, and I believe that will deter people. Maybe not the older people. We have got to get to our children and the younger people so that they realize this isn't the norm. It shouldn't be our culture. We can drink, yeah. Drinking and driving should not be our culture. And so what we need to do is immediately make this a first-time misdemeanor, and it will save lives. And I'm telling you, I have been angry, and I get angry and angrier. My Senator Fitzgerald, and I live in Waterloo, doesn't want to meet with MAD, doesn't want to meet with anyone, doesn't want to meet with me. I left him 2 messages last week, nothing. And I want to talk to him. Where is he? Because he's the one that can really hold a lot of things up, too. And right now I'm angry. My son should be here. My son and Katie should not have to have part of them in this little urn. I was going to bring his large urn, but I chose not to. This is my son, and this is his fiance. This is what I have every day. And I lost my baby. And he was the world to me. And it's hard to go on, but I'm going to keep this fight up because I'm doing it for him. I'm doing it for the future of his friends, the future of their children, their grandchildren, because it's got to stop. And in July 2011, Senator Fitzgerald, concealed carry we became the 48th state to have concealed carry. He was very proud of that. And there's a quote out there. Well, when is he going to make Wisconsin, along with the District of Columbia, be the 50th state for the first time a misdemeanor and a criminal act? Because enough is enough. I never dreamed my son would be killed by a drunk driver. I had to worry about the bad roads. You have the police come to your house at 5 o'clock in the morning, tell you that your son was killed. He wasn't killed, he was murdered. He was murdered by a drunk driver. As they were just heading home from a work event, I got a text from him that day. My last text from him was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He's on his way to the cross. He wasn't driving. Wanting to know how to make his grandma's stuffing recipe. Katie didn't think that you could make stuffing without stuffing it into a bird. And I said, yeah, I have it. When you need it, he goes, not till this weekend. Well, he never needed it. Because 4 hours after they left La Crosse, from UW La Crosse, speaking to accounting students, 4 people would be dead. And I didn't take anyone to trade lives with me and what I have to live through and what I have to go through. And they worry about expensive drunk drivers and ignition interlocking stuff. What about the expense to me? Financially, it'll ruin me if I don't do something. I still go to therapy. I don't have a huge career anymore. I don't make any money off the foundation. I've spent thousands of dollars of my own money on it. So, but I'm going to keep fighting. I'll fight till my last dying breath.